Welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going to show you what to do with the Traxxas XL-5 electronic speed controller. This is in a Traxxas / two-wheel drive XL-5 and I'm going to run through some of the common issues that some people fall into when they're not too sure what to do when there's various lights flashing on the speed controller and the car's not working. So one of the first issues that people come into the store with is a flashing red and green light on the speed controller here. So what they'll say is it steers, got steering, they're running a 9mAh battery, it's got steering, but the throttle stopped working. So there's no throttle. They're assuming instantly the motor's gone or something's happened. It's not. The first point of call is to replace the motor. So what we're doing is we're looking at the ESC here. We're flashing red and green, and that is telling you something. It's basically telling you that it's into its low voltage detection mode, and it's effectively preserving the battery from dropping too low in voltage. Now that is because this car has been accidentally turned into its low voltage detection on, which would mean that the car with a LiPo battery connected would turn on with a green light. So first thing is you don't have a LiPo, so you can't switch it back because it just won't let you do anything. You can press and hold this button for as long as you like and nothing will happen. All that's going to happen now is that's going to flash red and green. The only thing you can do is disconnect it. So you disconnect your battery, turn off your transmitter. Again, as soon as we reconnect this battery, it's going to do exactly the same thing. So you press and hold your button, just a little click. It's going to go on green and then flash. So that is going to put you in a bit of a pickle and you're not going to know what to do. And the only way is to change this back using a LiPo battery. But no. What I'm going to show you is that. So let's just take that battery out, pop the LiPo in. Let's turn this on just to show you how it will work with a LiPo. So with the LiPo in, you can click the button, it's going to turn on and it's green. So this is correct for a LiPo battery. Hopefully this video is not going to be too confusing to the newcomers. But I'm trying to explain this so that once in detail that you'll know all the elements of this speed controller, what to do in a scenario. So if you've got your hands on a LiPo battery, all you need to do is pop your LiPo battery in and you're good to go. Now you can hold that button down for 10 seconds or so, 10 to 12 seconds, it will beep and it will flick back into its red battery mode for 9mAh. So you can do that. But let's just, for example, say you don't have a LiPo battery. So just to show you this is working now, just with the LiPo battery connected, so you've got your throttle and your steering. But let's take away the LiPo. You haven't got one, you've just bought this car, it's brand new, it's the first time you've used it, and for some reason it's accidentally switched itself over. I'll show you what the most likely cause of that is going to be too, just so you can try not to do it. There's very, very easy fixes to these issues that people come across when they get these cars. So firstly, connect your battery. Just make sure it's still doing it. Yeah, so you've hit this problem. You can't do anything with the car. All you can do is get steering, throttle gone, no throttle. So what you're going to do is to get this back, you need to do a hard reset or a recalibration of the speed controller to get yourself back to factory settings. So switch off your transmitter, disconnect your battery. So you're going to switch on your transmitter first, connect your battery, and this time what you're going to do is hold the easy set button down until you get the red light, first red light, release, one flash, full trigger, two flashes, full brake. And then you need to hold fiddlesticks. So we'd have to do that one again because I accidentally slipped off the button. So again, if you If you do go slightly wrong, don't worry too much. Hold your button down, it's a very small button. Flash, one flash, full throttle, two flash, full brake. Then you need to hold that easy set button down again, hold it down for 10-12 seconds while you've got the full brake active. So you need to keep your full brake on, hold that button down, and then that eventually bleeps and you get your red light back, and you've recalibrated your speed controller endpoints to your throttle and turned your battery chemistry back, even though this battery is in low voltage. So you can do it with a 9mAh battery. If you haven't got the LiPo, you can still do it if you follow that procedure. So I hope that really does help some people out if you get this far into the video. So the next thing we're going to say is that the reason most people end up in that mode with a 9mAh battery is because they're turning off the speed controller at the button. You only need to use the button to turn the speed controller on. When you want to turn the vehicle off, you just disconnect the battery leads. So you just disconnect the battery from the speed controller and it'll automatically turn off. That's the biggest reason why people end up in the wrong mode with a 9mAh battery, because these speed controllers are actually set at factory in this particular car that comes with the battery. They're already set. There is a vehicle that doesn't come with a battery or charger, so that's the Traxxas slashes that don't come with battery or charger. They will generally be set to the low voltage detection on mode, so they generally turn on with a green light from factory because it's a safety thing. They don't really want you to be plugging a LiPo battery into it, not knowing, and then draining that flat the very first time you use it. So you're better off hitting this problem but not being able to drain your batteries flat than you are just draining in an expensive LiPo battery for the very first time you use the car. So that's kind of the reason. But this particular car that comes with the 9mAh battery will generally be set at factory in its 9mAh low voltage detection off mode with the red light as that turns on. So that's how that works. So like I say, most people accidentally switch it into the wrong mode by holding that button down for too long while they're trying to turn the car off. To turn the car off, simply disconnect the battery, speed controller's off, then you can disconnect, turn off your transmitter, and that's off. So there is actually a warning ticket here. Always disconnect the battery when not in use. Disconnect the battery to turn off the electronic speed control. So there is actually a little ticket there that tells you to turn this off, disconnect the battery. If you do that, you won't have any problems. And every time you switch it on, you're generally going to be okay. Come on with the red light. You might need to recalibrate your car every now and then, which I'm going to go through that process now. So I'm going to do this recalibration first. So you're going to switch your transmitter on, connect your battery. This is very similar to what we just did, but with one slight difference. So you're going to hold the button down on this easy set. At the first red light release, pull your trigger back for full forwards. Push your trigger forwards on the two red flashes. When it goes green, just release. You don't need to hold that button down again while you're on full brakes for this. You're just setting full endpoints. So for full throttle, full brake, you're just telling it where I want my endpoints to be. So that has full brakes, full reverse, and your steering. So that's how you do that. So that's how to calibrate your endpoints of your throttle and your brake to the speed controller. So the next one we're going to do will be changing the mode of the speed controller, because there's three modes that you can use on this speed controller. You've got Sport, which is its factory default setting, Race, which is its number 2 setting, and Training mode, which is its number 3 setting. So for Sport, you're going to get 100% throttle, 100% brakes, 100% reverse. For Race, you're going to get full throttle, brakes, no reverse. You don't get any reverse in Race mode. And then in Training mode, you're going to get 50% throttle, full brakes, and 50% reverse. So you're going to be halving the potential output power of the car, which actually can be a good thing as well, because not only does it reduce your speeds if you're young and new to this, it also doubles your run time because you're not putting so much stress on the battery. So you're going to get a longer run time. As much as you're going slower, you will get longer with the car. So it's great if you want to just get used to it after you've just bought it. So let's run through these modes. Again, you need to disconnect the battery to do this. I always switch off the transmitter and back on. Connect your battery, and then what you're going to do is you're going to hold the easy set button down. First red flash, keep it held down. Then you've got a flash, 1, another flash with 2 flashes, and then you have 3 flashes. So I'm going to go around that again. 1 is sport mode, 2 flashes is race mode. So release the button after 2 flashes. So now you're only going to get forwards. So that's forwards, and brake. No reverse. So that's how you change the mode there. So again, if you want to change that, that's going to keep that mode now stored. So every time you disconnect, plug back in and turn your model on, it's going to remember that mode. So if you want to change it, you've got to change it again. Disconnect the battery, switch off the transmitter back on, connect the battery, hold the button, 1 flash, then mode 1, mode 2, 3 flashes, mode 3, release. So now we're going to be in training mode. So you're going to notice the difference in power here. So you've got forward, brake, release the throttle, and go to reverse. So as you can see, you can tell that that's definitely half throttle. So now what I'm going to do is just change that back to factory, disconnect the battery, switch off the transmitter, switch on the transmitter, connect the battery, hold down the easy set button, flash red once, release. So now we're back to factory settings in sport mode, where we should get full throttle, brake. There's always a delay, so you won't go into reverse until you release the brake, and then you can go into reverse. So that's how to switch between the modes on your speed controller on the XL-5. Now I think I've covered everything there, so I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already and this video has helped you, which I'm sure it will if you've hit any of them problems, then please do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you want to show an extra bit of support, there is a new super thanks option underneath the video. I think it just says thanks with a little heart. If you click on that, you're able to do a donation from anything, I think from £1 up to £500. So please, if you're going to do that, just do the £1. We're really happy and thankful for anyone that would be willing to drop us £1 if this video has helped you out. You know, there's no need to go crazy. Don't be silly and go giving anything large. We just, you know, really appreciate that £1 so we can continue to make these kind of videos to help customers fix their cars when they hit these problems and they don't quite know what to do. So yeah, thanks very much, and hope this video hasn't been too long or too complicated, and we'll see you at the next one.